Oh, good.
We're going chasing.
Hello there, and welcome to...
We're going chasing.
Hello, now, and welcome to...
We're going chasing.
Now, we have a lot on the agenda, lads, so we'll cut the chase and get straight down to the business.
Hello and welcome to the latest episode of We're Going Chasing. We're looking at the Cheltenham Antepost market here today. Myself and Cillian both have 3 selections with mixed sort of market movements so far, but certainly some have shortened nicely, and I think we're both relatively happy. You're probably a small bit happier than I am, Cillian, but I've got one today anyway. Predator's Gold in the Albert Bartlett. He's a horse I really like, to be honest. There's a lot of good vibes about him at the start of the year, and he went to Punchestown and he bet Mossy Fen Park, who's a good horse, by 6 lengths. That was over 2 miles 3 furlongs, and he really looked lovely that day, and he looked a type that you'd be expecting to see starters stepped up in trip. Christmas came and he ran over 2 miles in Leopardstown in the Paddy Power Future Champions Novice Hurdle, and it's not really a move that I was expecting at all, to be honest. I don't know why he went there. Now, in saying that, he did finish second. He was bet 6 lengths by Caldwell Potter, and a heavy ground that day probably really played into his strengths, I'd imagine, because he is more of a staying type. I think the sheer fact that he's good enough to finish second in a Grade 1 over 2 miles speaks volumes about the horse. I think that up in trip, he's going to be a different animal altogether. And yeah, I think that is going to be the move for him. He's as short as 5-2 for the Dublin Racing Festival over 2 miles 5 furlongs or 2 miles 6 furlongs.
2 miles 5, yeah.
2 miles 5. And again, that's a move in the right direction. He's favoured for that. As I said on our Antepost preview a couple of days ago, I do expect him to go and win that. And then you're getting him at 20-1 here now for the Stayers, or for the Albert Bartlett even, which I just think is great value at the moment. There's the value has been sort of diluted in the market. It's harder and harder the whole time to find the value there. But I think 20-1 on Predator's Gold is a very fair bet at this time of year.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And like, trends are probably against him. Like, a 5-year-old hasn't won the Bartlett since 2014, when Noel Meade won it with Very Wood. He was 33 to 1 shot. But like, he's obviously a very classy horse, and I'd expect him to nearly win that race at the DRF, the Nathaniel Lacey. So you go and win that. It's a Bartlett trial, really. Like, I know it's some horses end up in the Ballymore, but I'd see it a bit as a Bartlett trial, to be honest. And I thought after he beat Mossy Fen Park the first day, I said definitely staying at 2.5 miles, maybe going up to 3. And
Yeah.
I was just a bit surprised to see him go back to 2.
Yeah.
Like, Willie's Willie mightn't isn't afraid to move a horse from 2 miles to 3 miles in one campaign as well. Like, he did it with Pin Hill. He won. He was beaten in a Royal Bond, and he ended up winning the Bartlett. So like, maybe some trainers mightn't move from 2 to 3 within one season, but Willie doesn't mind doing it, and I'd say it'll be looking to try and pluck a winner. And probably the Bartlett doesn't have a standout horse. I know the Ballymore mightn't have either, but the Bartlett definitely doesn't have a standout horse, and he seems to have a bit of class anyway. And I really like that Mossy Fen Park that he beat. Like, he's going to be a very good horse over 3 miles over fences next year. So I'd say it's a fair shout now.
Yeah, and like, if he does go and win next week, he'll shorten. He could go into favourite. Really.
Well, he absolutely could. Yeah,
he probably would. I'd say go into favourite. So yeah, look, it's a fair point on the trends and that the 5-year-olds, but as long as nobody tells Predator's Gold,
I don't think they will. And I like looking at the favourites. Like, if that high class hero is summer form, really, and like, you'd have to sort of take him on, to be honest. Like, he's he's winning races, but I'm not so sure about the quality of the opposition. Like, he beat a 130 horse of Henry de Bromhead the last day. That's probably not, I know it was on ground he wouldn't have liked, but like, if the ground came up bad in the Bartlett, he's a horrendous. If you backed him at 8-1 Antepost Series, it's not a horrendous bet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's wide open, and look,
Yeah.
I'm happy to nail my colours to the mast there now at the moment with Predators Gold, and we'll see what next weekend brings. But that'll wrap up this video. It's only a short video. All our Cheltenham Antepost videos are nearly under 7 or 8 minutes. Keep them short and to the point. And we might be back next week, Cillian. You might have one for us. We don't have that many at the moment anyway.
No.
It's only number 4 for me.
Yeah.
That's my first time actually going ahead of you. You were always ahead of me.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, you were keen to get this lad in before next weekend anyway, in fairness.
Exactly. Yeah. I've my head in front now in terms of numbers.
Hopefully he goes and wins now.
Hopefully. Well, look, that's all from us. Enjoy today's race, and today you'll be watching this on Saturday morning probably. Hope you back a few winners, and we'll be chatting to you on Monday.
Thank you.
It's Honeysuckle and Rachel Blackmore, Racing's Golden Jewel.